Hello, guys. I welcome to you to the Pink City, Jaipur. Yes, our next destination was none other than Jaipur. After looking at this, I know now why is Jaipur called as the Pink City. Yes, it looks absolutely similar to pink, but actually it's not the pink color, it's the geru color. This is the Hawa Mahal. You can see beautiful, having so many small windows. And here we are in front of the Hawa Mahal. There are some cafes which give you the wonderful and awesome look from there. So as I have done some of my homework by looking at some of the videos like I'm sharing with you, I have also seen some of the videos. So this is what I got to know, that you will get a good view from these cafes, and the food is also awesome. So we enjoyed the food. We took some wonderful snaps of the Hawa Mahal. Isn't it looking so amazing from here? And the parathas was really delicious. You must try it. I was just mesmerized eating this parathas, and the power was fully, battery was charged up to complete my morning breakfast, and we completed it. After eating this awesome breakfast, we moved towards the Hawa Mahal. Actually, Hawa Mahal from the front side, it does not have any entrance. The entrance is actually towards the back, but for the tourist, I guess they have just made a pass towards it. But authentically, if you see, the king didn't construct any entrance from the front side of the Hawa Mahal. As I entered, I found this awesome man who was standing with the album showing me all those traditional costume photos. And I think a photo here is mandatory with this costume. If you have came to Rajasthan and you're not wearing the traditional outfit, then you're missing the biggest part of it, because the awesome part of Rajasthan is its costume, its jewelry, and I will not at all miss this. Because after a time, when you just look back these photos, you will not forget Rajasthan looking at those pics. So it's not bad to spend 150 rupees to take some photographs over here. So we took some awesome pics, and I have enjoyed the costume thoroughly. As you can see, I done that ghumar in the Rajasthani costume, and I felt awesome. So as we enter the Hawa Mahal, you can see this is the Hawa Mahal from inside. Isn't it awesome, guys? Yes, the Hawa Mahal was constructed by Savai Pratap Singh. And Savai Pratap Singh has constructed this Hawa Mahal for his queens. The queens were not allowed to go out of the palace freely. So they were like house locked, palace locked over there. Actually, it was the rule over that time that the queens cannot go outside, cannot, even if they go outside, they have to go in their dolis and all. They were fully covered up, and whenever they even moved outside, they always have to have the ghungat in their face. So they cannot mingle freely, they cannot have a look, proper look of the outside world. So somehow Savai Pratap Singh understood the pain of her queens, his queens. So this Hawa Mahal was constructed so that the queens can have a look of the outside world, all the festivals, all the processions, whatever were happening in the outside world. The queens had a look from this Hawa Mahal. And this is the terrace. You can see the queens will be roaming here, they will be sitting, they will be talking, and they will be having a good time. This is the second sorry, this is the third floor of the Hawa Mahal, you can see, and I will show you those small windows which from outside you have seen. Yes, this is the jharokas from where the queens were peeping outside the road, outside the town, and they were having a wonderful view from here to the outside wall. They can see the hustle bustle, the processions, the festivity, the outside, the local people. They can see from these small windows. And as you know, Jaipur is quite very hot during the summers, so these jharokas, these small cute little windows, also gave them some fresh wind from some cold wind from outside. And the queens used to sit here, put their face on this jharokas and get some cold air from outside. This Hawa Mahal is fully a five-story building. It's of five stories, and this is the fourth floor. After this fourth floor, there is a fifth floor from where the whole Jaipur looks so beautiful, and it looks amazing from the fifth floor. As I take you to the fifth floor, you can see from there, you can also see the view of the Amerfort from there. So if you come to Jaipur and not visit the Amer Fort, it is not possible. Isn't it? It's the biggest fort of Rajasthan. So after this we went to the most popular, the Amer Fort. You can see these forts were having some very much important importance in the history of India, because these forts used to prevent the kings during the time of war. It was constructed in such a place so that the enemies cannot enter very easily to these places, and they during the wartime also these forts were helping to rescue the royal people. So as we enter the Amer Fort, actually to come, the fort is located in the top of the mountain. So to reach there, we have to park our vehicle down there, and a zip took us to the Amer Fort.
आइए दीदी यहाँ से देखिए 100 रुपये सेल में स्लीपर दो 100 रुपये साता वर्ग की स्लीपर दे आ जाओ 100 रुपीज का स्लीपर है आ जाओ देख के जाओ अदर का आ जाओ 100 रुपये
Wasn't this music amazing? I was just lost in the enchanting music over there. So, as we enter the Amer Fort, you can see this is the Amer Fort. It's so vast. It took almost 157 years to construct this Amer Fort. It's located in a very vast area. As we enter the Amer Fort, we have to enter through the Singh Pole. Yeah, it's called Singh means lion and Pole means gate. So we have to enter through the lion gate. With the security check, as we entered the Singh Pole, we found the place that is called Diwani Am. Here, Raja Jai Singh used to address the public over here. So the Mirza Raja Jai Singh used to sit over here and address the common public. All those issues, all those queries were sorted out in this place. That's the Diwani Arm. The local public was allowed to come till here, and the king used to address the public in this place. The Diwan-e-Am has so many pillars. It has almost 48 pillars, among which 16 pillars are made up of sandstone and other pillars are made up of marble. You can find the architecture over here is the mixture of the Hindus and the Mughals. If you see very closely, the top portion of the pillar is having elephants and the down has lotus. So this is said that this is the amalgamation of the Mughals and the Rajputs. So as we enter, we are entering into the Sheesh Mahal, which was constructed for the queens. So this we are entering into the Sheesh Mahal. Inside the Sheesh Mahal, you will find many bathrooms and toilets. So I'm not able to cover all of them. So this is the Sheesh Mahal. The Sheesh Mahal, this is also the Diwan-e-Khas. So after Diwan-e-Am, this is the Diwan-e-Khas where the VIPs used to stay. And it has a very scientific thing over here. These mirrors were used to be heated up with a lamp, and with the flame of the lamp, these mirrors used to get the temperature and act as room heater during the cold time. As you know, as Jaipur is very hot also, at the same time in the cold season, Jaipur is very cold also. So this Sheesh Mahal used to keep them warm at the time of winter. So this is also the winter room for them. You can see after this Sheesh Mahal, we will enter to Raja Man Singh's palace. This was constructed for the queens of Raja Man Singh. So you can see Raja Man Singh has 12 queens, and for each queen he has constructed a separate room for each queens. And you can see this is the queen's palace of Raja Man Singh. It's said that Raja Man Singh created those rooms in such a way, those passages, that no queens will know that on which room is Raja Man Singh there. So he was really very clever. So after coming out of the Raja Man Singh's Queen's Palace, you will find this nice bazaar where some jewelries, some traditional jewelries were available. You can pick up anything what you like. It's just 100 rupees, 200 rupees. So it's absolutely pocket friendly. After coming out of the Amerfort, we had our lunch, and after lunch we moved towards the Jal Mahal. I really hoped and really thought that we could go inside the Jal Mahal, but I didn't know that we can only have the look of the Jal Mahal from the far. Yes, it's so beautiful, guys. The outside you can see, you'll find all these shops, some awesome jewelry you will find in front of the Jal Mahal. Some dupattas, some beautiful jewelry, some jutis. I really love the collection in front of the Jal Mahal. Rather than buying in the Bapu Bazaar, if you'll buy here, I thought it's more cheaper than the Bapu Bazaar. I should have picked up something from here.
यहाँ पे अंदर कैसे जाते
I
हैं?
regretted that I didn't pick up anything. Anyway, this Jal Mahal from far you can see this is submerged inside the water. It's constructed like that. The 4 floors are inside the water, and what you can see is just one floor which you can see from far. So this was the Jal Mahal. As Jaipur is a very hot place, so this Jal Mahal helped the king to spend some very good and private moments with his queens, and this water kept the palace cold. Jal Mahal is now turned up as a bird sanctuary now, and in night the view of Jal Mahal is beautiful. With this, the Jaipur diary has came to an end. As you all know, we have to cover up still many more places. We are in a big tour, and after this, our next destination is Agra. So, we are going to wind up Jaipur with this much. I know Jaipur is not enough to cover in one day at all. You people, if you want to come to Jaipur, please keep a week or more than that in your hand, because I'm sure you're not going to cover Jaipur at all in 2 3 days also. Not only Jaipur, there are even more places to see in Rajasthan. It should be a complete package only to Rajasthan. After coming here only, I have realized that it's not at all worth of seeing Rajasthan in a day. Jaipur also is not enough to see in a day. So quickly from there we went to the Bapu Bazaar, which is the bazaar of Jaipur, the famous bazaar, where you'll find all those dresses, jewelries, all those stuff. But I felt it was little expensive over there. It's better to buy somewhere outside the forts and all. You'll find much more cheaper there. I didn't find Bapu Bazaar to be the cheaper one. I'll show you my haul video, whatever I purchased there. The famous bandhani comes from Rajasthan. As you know, the jewelries of Rajasthan are very famous. So you can pick some of the traditional jewelries, traditional bandhani, authentic, original bandhani, which are handmade over there. You should have a bandhani in your wardrobe, as you are an Indian. So Rajasthan is the traditional capital of India. So with this, we have to rush towards Agra. So we didn't waste much of the time. I had some quick shopping, and we started our journey near about in 6:30 towards Agra. We had our hotel booking in Agra, and what I should say you, the next place is the dream of mine, the wonder of the world. Yes, my next video is going to be the signature love monument, the Taj Mahal. Please let me know how was my video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. With this, good to signing off. Bye bye.